The trial against former Milwaukee police officer Michael Mattioli is underway right now. He's accused of killing Joel Acevedo at his house in 2020 while off duty. Mattioli claims he woke up to Acevedo searching his pants while he still had them on. 6 days later, Acevedo died. Milwaukee's current medical examiner has been on the stand since earlier today when court started. Let's go ahead and take a listen to what she's saying.
Or I'm asked to review the case or testify in the case instead of my colleagues who either left for a different position, retired, or in a few cases who died. I review the case. I treat it as my own case, and I, based on my opinion on the information that I review. And if I don't have enough information, then I ask for additional information, and I do, additional things. Like in this case, I did this microscopic exam.
Could have Mr. Acevedo's death simply have been the result of cardiac arrest?
A little bit of back and forth there. Jaron Jordan has been listening to the testimony all morning long. He's joining us live from the newsroom this morning. And Jaron, what are we learning from the current medical examiner?
Well, a lot, Deanna. She actually just testified that, in her opinion, Joel Acevedo's cause of death was a homicide. And as we've reported, the medical examiner is really a key witness in this case, and a role we know led to multiple delays when the former medical examiner, Dr. Brian Peterson, who performed that initial autopsy, stopped cooperating with investigators and the court. He has since resigned and refused to take the stand. So now the current medical examiner, Dr. Wisława Tolomak, is testifying about Dr. Peterson's findings and her own. She testified about watching the responding police body cam video from that day in April 2020 and seeing Michael Mattioli restricting Acevedo's breathing and then seeing Acevedo motionless when Mattioli got off of him. She also testified about what she found while looking into Acevedo's brain and lung tissue after she took over the case.
You did a microscopic examination of sections of Mr. Acevedo's brain. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did you see anything in looking at the microscopic slides that you viewed as relevant to determining a cause of death?
Yes. Sections of brain tissue revealed what is called eosinophilic degeneration of neurons. And
what does that mean?
So eosinophilic degeneration of neurons is the change in the neurons that occur due to lack of oxygen. And in general, on microscopic examination, the neurons are red, and the nucleus is shrink and looks almost like a raisin. So this supports anoxic encephalopathy, which is brain damage due to lack of oxygen.
So she also testified that Acevedo's lung tissue showed he suffered from asthma. She's just started testifying about Acevedo's toxicology reports, which we know is a big part of Mattioli's defense. So that testimony is continuing at this hour. Our Nick Bohr is in the courtroom, and you can look for his live reports starting on 12 News at 4.
All right, Jaron, another interesting thing is she is comparing her own analysis to that of the former Milwaukee County medical examiner. So a lot to come from this story. Jaron Jordan reporting live from the newsroom. This morning, we asked our legal analyst, Dan Adams, how relevant it is that Joel Acevedo was not breathing when first responders arrived to the scene.
This is a huge fact for the jury. Again, criminal reckless conduct has to be unreasonable conduct. If you are laying on somebody, they are not speaking, they are not breathing, they're not responding, and when police get there, you take time to get off of the victim. That certainly goes to whether or not your conduct was reasonable at all. Remember the George Floyd case 2 years ago in Minnesota, where the officer was kneeing George Floyd for 9 minutes. Here we have another situation where an officer is compressing the breathing ability of a citizen for some time. And again, that goes to the reasonableness of how he was acting on that morning.
Testimony again is underway right now. We are streaming the entire trial on the 12 News mobile app, on Facebook, and also on our YouTube page.